What's up, everybody? Bootsy, Greenwood here, and today I want to talk to you about how the book Reality Transurfing by Vadim Zeland, that I have right here, can absolutely change your life. I'm kind of a freak for this book, okay? It's a kinky, weird fetish that I have. I found this book several years ago, and since I found it, it completely shifted the way that I view the world and how I see reality. And it helped me go from a depressed bartender who really was aimless and had no direction in life to someone who actively has been accomplishing their goals and dreams really ever since. And this particular book, it really shined a light on a lot of the ideas that people talk about in manifestation, in self-help, and in law of attraction, if you've ever heard of any of that stuff. Like, a lot of that stuff is kind of airy-fairy, it's kind of woo-woo, and frankly, like, it doesn't seem very actionable. But when it comes to reality transurfing, this gentleman completely framed everything differently in a way that made so much sense to me, because he started talking about the mathematical certainty that is infinity. So because I had no direction, because I didn't know where I wanted to go, I really had no idea what was even possible, okay? And the truth of it is, everything is possible, okay? Everything's not really attainable, but everything is possible because infinity exists. So anything you can think of already exists in what he calls the space of variations, which is synonymous with the dream space, or the mind of the all, or infinity, or also called the Akashic records. Okay, so what this did for me was it opened up a whole entire, it just changed the way that I viewed everything. It opened up a whole entire realm of possibilities for myself and things that I could do within that space of variations of infinity. I was like, wow, so this version of myself that I wish I was, it already exists in the space of variations. This dream job that I want, or this opportunity that I would like to have, there is a version of me that's already there experiencing that. So I don't have to become a completely different person in order to attain that. I can actively choose in little increments in order to get to that version of reality. And the truth is, you do have to change. You do have to become someone different if you want a different experience and if you want different results in your life. But this completely changed the game for me because it made me realize that that was already there, okay? So I just needed to realize how to materialize it as opposed to manifesting it. You materialize that into reality, which is in the infinite space of alternatives, or the film roll archive, or infinity, or the Akashic records, or the dream world. Yes, that's right. The dream world is the same exact thing. Crazy, right? So if we want to get, let's say that we're here. This is us, okay? And this is us in the third dimensional reality. This is the reality that we experience here. Physical reality, material reality, dense, inert, matter-filled experience. This life that we have. On the other side of this is the dream space, or the mind of the all, or infinity. This is where every single opportunity, possibility, and expression already exists. And so we fly into this space every single night when we go to sleep. And there's all these different possibilities, all these different options. That's what each one of these lines represent. So you might hear somebody talking about lifelines or timelines. This is what they're talking about. There are infinite timelines on the other side of reality in the dream space. That's why when you go to sleep at night and you fly through the space of alternatives, the dream world, you see stuff that you would never see here. Not in real life, ever. It's not derivative. It has no bearing on this reality in the third dimension that we've ever seen. Okay? So what we want to do is we want to take a reality that's already there in the dream space, and we can do to a certain amount, right? Like, not everything is possible to materialize, but anything that's close enough is possible to materialize. Okay? So there's infinite versions of yourself already in this dream space. If you don't believe that, look in a mirror next time you're in a dream and tell me what you see. But let's say that you want to actualize this version of yourself. This is your ideal life and your ideal self here on this timeline here, okay? You're like, this is the person that I want to be, whatever it is, a celebrity, a banker, whatever, doesn't matter. Fill in the blank. It really doesn't matter what that is. There's already that version of you there. So in order to get to that person, to become that person, you have to make choices which will align you with this particular lifeline here, right here. Heart and mind, okay? Mind is upward triangle, the phallus. Heart is the downward triangle, the chalice, okay? So the feminine and the masculine parts of you have to align on that timeline that you want to actualize or materialize in this material inert space. So the way that we do that is we do what Vadim calls we choose. So what is choosing? Sounds so simple. It is pretty simple. It's we make a decision. When we make a decision, the Latin word decision means to cut away. It means to say no to other things. So we're always choosing at every moment yes to this and no to that. Yes to this and no to that. So essentially what we need to do is identify with this version of ourselves, this character. We could call this our higher self. We could call this our avatar, our ideal self, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't matter. But what we want to do is we want to identify with that self and start actively making small choices that that ideal self would already make. It doesn't mean that we sit around on a pillow and think about stuff, right? Like we might have a vision in our mind. We're going to have to conceptualize what we want that to be in order to actualize it. But we don't sit on a pillow somewhere and then just, wait for this thing to happen and then jump a bunch of timelines up into the higher self. That's not how it works. The way that it works is we have to actively choose each one of these rungs up, 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 up to get to that already created ideal self. And so we do that every single day and in every single moment. So the way that we do that is through choosing. And we can materialize that reality through choice by actively making decisions, cutting things away that we don't want, and accepting and choosing and focusing on the things that we do want and actively moving that forward. So what I want for you in 2025 is I want you to become your ideal self. I want you to live your best life. I want you to enjoy every day when you wake up. I want you to be passionate and follow your curiosity and be motivated. You're not meant to live a life of misery and just sadness. You're not supposed to feel like every day is drudgery when you go to work, okay? Now, I know there's some practicality to this. To move up to that place, you're not just going to get there overnight. And so I want to help you with that. I'm actually having a book club with this book where I'm going to go through. I've been reading this book for 8 years now. I'm going to go through and I'm going to break down all the concepts in a Reality Transurfing book club. And if you'll comment underneath this video, I'll give you some free resources that you can check out and you can see how you like this model and how you can start to play with it all by yourself. But I also will send you some more information about the book club that I'm putting together. I'll have it later this month. So if you want to check that out, if it's something that sounds cool to you, that you want to try, then just comment below this video. That's all you got to do. Just send a comment below. I'll send you some links. I'll send you free stuff, and I'll send you the option to join our school group, which is $15 a month. You're welcome to join that. Come in there. I've got a ton of resources in there, and I've got a whole bunch of videos and exercises on this stuff already there, even before we jump into the book club. But the book club is invite only. You'll have to apply for that. But if that's something that you really want to do, then there's a possibility for you to do that as well. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, like it, subscribe to the channel, comment below if you want resources. I got you. I've been studying this stuff for 8 years, and I want you to actively pursue yourself, your highest version of yourself, the part of you that you know that you are, your most authentic, that you really are, and become that this year, this 2025. I know you can do it. I believe in you. I appreciate you. I want you to win. So comment below. I'll send some stuff. Subscribe to the channel. I already said all that. Have a wonderful day. Thanks so much for stopping by and watching this video, and we'll see you in the next one.